can you please start by introducing yourself and tell us where you're here in Cologne?
Okay. Hello, I'm Eduardo Mattos. I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. And I came here to the film festival in Cologne to screen my film, Do You Like Poetry? Which is a short movie that I shot in São Paulo, my hometown. Yeah, and I hope you enjoy my film.
So can you please tell us a little bit about the film?
Okay, so Do You Like Poetry is a film that I shot from a script from Valdir Medori. He's a friend that we went to the cinema school together in Brazil a long time ago. And he sent me this script, and I really liked the script since I finished reading. Initially, like before reading the script, I was thinking that maybe I could shoot the film in Berlin, because I live in Berlin. But then when I finished reading the script, I knew that I would have to shoot in São Paulo, because the story is very much about the city. I think the city is maybe one of the characters of the film, probably the antagonist. And the story tells, yeah, it's the everyday life of one of the inhabitants of São Paulo, which is the largest city in South America. And yeah, he's struggling to keep his mental health. Yeah, and then some very surreal and strange things start to happen. But I'm not gonna reveal like everything. It's a short movie, so yeah.
All right, great. So what did you like in the script in the first place, so that actually drew you to make this project? And what during the process of making it did you enjoy the most?
Yeah, what I liked the most about the script was that, yeah, as I said, it would be an opportunity for me to come back to São Paulo and show a bit of my city and how people live there. So that was one thing that motivated me a lot about the script. And I also think that the script is very relevant nowadays. It's about a topic that it's very contemporary. It's about people taking medicine, taking pills for like psychological problems, like for anxiety or panic attack or depression, you know. So, and especially in a big city like São Paulo, I'm not sure exactly about the numbers, but I know there is like a high rate of people that take this kind of antidepressives and yeah, this kind of medicines. So yeah, maybe these are the two things that I found like more interesting about the script.
All right. So in your film, you put some elements of let's say like some surreal elements, some fantasy things. So how did you enjoy the process of actually, you know, turning reality into something different?
Yeah, because the script, the story is very, very absurd, like very surreal. And my approach to the film was, initially I thought that I would have two ways to shoot the film. One way would be with very surrealistic images, like the cinematography and the sound. I could like enhance. That would be one path that I could go, but I chose another one. I chose to show the film in a very natural way. So the cinematography is very natural. The camera is always very close to the character, to the main character. And the sound is very natural, naturalistic. It was a very naturalistic way, because I found that the story was already like very surreal, and the situation was very awkward and like strange. So my approach was to have a very, very natural light, natural sound, the acting. So that was what I was looking for. I decided to don't use a score, like music. There is only one just one piece in the very end of the movie. So yeah, my approach was to be very naturalistic, let's say natural. You know.
That's very interesting. So you are mentioning all the different ingredients to the film itself. So you as a director, how do you orchestrate the whole thing? Because I mean there are as many directing styles as directors. So yeah, how do you behave on set? How do you manage to make the most out of everyone on the team?
Yeah, okay. One thing that I think it's important to mention is that before starting writing and directing and producing movies, I worked as a director of photography for many years back in Brazil. So I think, yeah, I always have a very visual approach to my ideas. I always think a lot about the visual thing, maybe because I come from this photography background. So for this movie, I like very much work on the pre-production. I think it's very important to be prepared like before. So I started the pre-production in November 2019, when I was still in Berlin. So I started casting and talking to the producer. We were talking via online, like via Skype or so I started there, and then I came to Brazil in December, and then I spent like 2 months in Brazil, December and January, working a lot on the pre-production, visiting the locations. I did a lot of rehearsals with the actors and with the cinematographer, yeah, with everybody involved. Yeah, I had a very, very close contact all the time and like before the shoot. So then when we were shooting, we shot in 3 days. The shoot was very, very smooth, like everybody knew what they had to do before. Everybody had a very clear idea of what to do, exactly what to do, and the actors and the technical crew, everybody was very, very yeah, into the idea, into the story. So when I was shooting, was very, yeah, it was very easy. Like everything happened so well. I didn't have any problems during the shoot. Everything went exactly how I was imagining before. So I think maybe the secret is to be prepared, like to work in the pre-production. If you have some time to work in the pre-production, I think this is, maybe that would be my advice if you want to shoot a movie. Be prepared for the shoot and be sure that the people, everybody who's working with you have a very clear idea, and be sure to communicate well what's your idea and in a way that they understand what you want to do. So I think for me that's the secret, and that's maybe the most important part of the work of shooting a movie. I think it's the pre-production, and I enjoy a lot like doing that part of the work. Yeah.
All right, this is very, very interesting. So you are from Brazil and you live in Berlin.
Yeah.
Is this an asset for you as an artist to have those 2 different cultural backgrounds?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, because as I said, they are very different backgrounds, maybe very different styles of making movies and how you work, how you approach the people, and yeah, of course. I think also when I came to Berlin in 2015, I did a master's in filmmaking, film directing, which was also very good. And then I shot my first short movie there in Berlin. So yeah, I think all this background and all the experience that I had working in these different countries, was very, very valuable for sure. Yeah.
This is awesome. So maybe my final question. So some filmmakers explain that when they are working on a film, so they are very involved in what they are doing, but sometimes they get some frustrations, or things they would like to explore that they can't, or so, and then they take this and use it to build their next projects. So are there any things or elements that you took away from this project and that I don't know, drew you to imagine and create your next films?
No. Yeah, of course that you learn every new project that you make. You learn something new. Yes, of course. And you have the opportunity to work with other people and listen to other people's ideas. So yeah, that's very, very important. But I don't think there was something, maybe if you ask, oh, would that be something that we would do differently? That not for this movie. To be very honest, no. Just maybe one thing that I that I learned, and I hope that for my next movies it will be different, is that for this film I self-funded the film. So yeah, everybody on the crew was people that I already knew before. I have already worked with everybody on the crew. Like, for example, my main actor, Igor, we met many years ago. We did a series for the Discovery Channel, and there was a big casting in the series. There were like many actors and actresses, and he was the best actor, like by far. And since then we became friends, and so he was my first option to be the main character of my movie. So yeah, and then everybody was working for free. We had the locations for free, and I was helping. I had a producer, but I was helping with the production because also I had to pay for some expenses, and I was paying with my own money. So maybe that's one thing that I don't want to do for my next movies. I hope I can get some funding, and because yeah, it's very hard to shoot like this and asking people to work for free, asking things for free, even though they were very involved and they were very they wanted to make the movie, and but yeah, that's one thing that I don't want to do in the future. I want to have funding to pay for the professionals, because of course they deserve the money. They do a lot of work and they are very talented. So yeah, that's one thing that I hope that in the future.
Obviously. So yeah, at least it's a nice recognition that the film gets screened at festivals.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. It was a very nice talking with you, and I wish you the best for your next project.
Thank you very much.